Hey everybody, welcome back to Brick System Brothers. This is our 300th video on the channel, and we have a guest today. So this is Nathan, and you do stop motion animation. What is the name of your channel?
NCP Studios.
NCP Studios? So what kind of got you into stop motion with Lego?
It's actually you.
Yeah, so a little background there. We grew up in the same area, and I started doing stop motion right when I was starting high school, junior high, kind of in there. And before that, I actually did stop motion with clay, and then I got into working with Lego. And you saw that at one of our homeschool shows that we did. And when I kind of moved on and went to college is kind of when you picked that up, right?
Yes. I didn't really understand what it was. I didn't know how to do it, but then one year at Christmas time, in a Christmas catalog, I found a stop motion book, a Lego stop motion book, and it showed you how to do it with your phone. And I took one of the first ones that popped up. It was Stop Motion Studio, the free version. And eventually I got the pro version, but
so the pro version just has more tools?
yeah, it's got sound effects, it's got masking, it's got drawing, it's got mouth animation, or a full digital face for actual Lego figures.
So there's a lot of tools built into the app now. Instead, when I started doing stop motion stuff, it was pretty much just take a picture and put them together, and then add in some sound. The mouth, we didn't really have mouth animation, so it was pretty primitive when I did it. And I really like how you have jumped in with the app and you're able to do all that stuff. Josh, did you ever do any stop motion?
I've done a couple videos.
Yeah.
I struggled putting sound into it because it just took so much time to lay it over the video.
And back when I got started, I used Windows Live Movie Maker, and it was kind of finicky. I wouldn't recommend starting with that now that there's so many great apps. But I helped Josh start on that road as well, and that's probably why we kind of got off to a little bit of a rocky start. But we have those clips. We still have those saved on our computer. We might put those up. I might even put a couple clips in this video just to show what that looks like. And we might put a couple clips in from your work as well. But let's talk a little bit about your collection. So over the years, as you've collected Lego, what kind of themes do you focus on?
I used to not care about what theme as long as it was Lego. But eventually I started doing Ninja Turtles, then it turned into Ninjago, then it turned into Nexonites, then it turned into Ninjago again, and then...
And now you got some like Marvel...
And then a little bit of Star Wars and Marvel and DC, but hardly any.
What is this?
That's a Star Wars body from...
It is?
Yeah, that's from that... The...
Han Solo?
the
Contra Club?
guards.
Or was that something
No, that
else?
was the guards, like, from... I'm trying to remember what the episode is. I haven't seen all the episodes yet. I've only just recently started watching them.
Nice. Here's some Nexonite stuff. I like these. I like the detail. So the past couple of years with Lego minifigures is when the printing on the figs has really started to get to be something special. So that's cool to see a lot of variety there. And when that comes to stop motion animation, would you say you prefer minifigs with a lot of detail, or would you rather go with the older style? Would you say? Is it helpful to have more detail, or does that kind of hinder the process?
It really depends on the project.
Sure. So if you have, like, do you animate within themes? Like, your Ninjago animation, did you want that to be the continuation of a story or something? Or is that kind of its own standalone thing?
It's more like its own standalone thing.
So if Josh watched your Ninjago, would he have to know the previous characters, or would he be able to just jump in and enjoy it, would you say?
He could just jump in and enjoy it.
That's pretty good. Pretty good idea to start with that. Do you ever use these Mixels joints to hold stuff?
Yeah, I use it with this stick attack.
Okay.
Usually. Very sticky.
One of the things with stop motion is you want everything that you're animating to stay fixed in place.
Mhm.
So the sticky tack probably helps you hold down base plates, holds down your rigs like that.
So for an example, I could take Siren figure, just
stick it on the back.
and then I'll take a clean plate and
There you go.
and then I'll just erase it in post.
That's what I call a 10-second rig. Not bad. So otherwise, in your collection, just kind of looking through here, maybe it's more of a stored than a sorted right now.
Yeah, it's more stored than sorted because
This is Ninjago. Would you use this in an animation?
I have, but I just haven't done Ninjago very much recently.
Okay. But I could see where it would be kind of a handy piece if you wanted to have that effect. A lot of the action pieces from the theme do kind of lend themselves to that going forward. So yeah, you've got your base plates with some stuff built on there. So we could pull that in real quick and just kind of look over. You've got some gray, dark gray here on a light gray, and then this little bit of background.
Yeah, that was a set, but it got torn down.
Sure, but just like to have the variation right back here, probably just add in some interest, right? And then, Josh, could you grab those pieces of paper? This is your other background material. So when you use chroma key, it can do any color, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How often would you say you use the different colors? Does it just depend on what you're animating?
It really depends what I'm animating, but mostly I use this bedsheet that's behind us.
Yeah, this is a nice kind of matte color.
Just not for chroma keying, because it's more of a grayish blue for that.
Oh, it's a good background color. And then you had mentioned you do a lot of those effects in post-production as well. So not necessarily all in the same. And it was Stop Motion Studio Pro?
Yes.
Okay. So let's kind of bring in the camera here and take a closer look at some of these setups, and then we'll look at how you do your animating. Alright, so we've got Josh set up over here with a little time lapse, and then Nathan is working on the set for just a little demonstration clip. So when you're setting up the background of the video, so like specifically this wall in the building, you want to close up all the gaps, right? So how do you just make sure, because this gives you a little preview, so you're just saying, alright, this is where the camera is going to be, and this is where the set's going to be. That's not going to move. So you kind of have that idea set up in place. And then you also have this keyboard hooked up, and that's just a Bluetooth keyboard. Tell a little bit about what you use the controls on here.
I use spacebar, enter, backspace, and the 2 arrow keys.
Okay.
Does that look okay on camera? Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Okay.
So talk us through what you're doing.
So
We're ready to go. We've got your lighting effects on there.
I will just press enter, take a picture,
Okay.
and I can look at the past frame.
And this is the magic of stop motion. You make a small change in between each picture, and then when you run them back really fast, it gives the illusion of motion. The trick is you have to run it back faster than the human eye processes individual pictures. So your frame rate is usually what?
24.
That means we're doing 24 frames per second. That's 24 individual pictures per second of actual video. So for a minute-long video, that's 60 times 24, which is a lot of pictures.
Yeah, most people use 15.
Yep.
12 to 15, and I do 24.
It makes it smoother, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I'll just play it back with the space bar.
Okay.
Hit the pick here for no reason at all. Other than...
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Slight change, okay, we got that one.
Put my toothpick.
What was the toothpick for?
To move very slightly.
Oh, because that arm is only held on with sticky tack.
Yeah.
Okay. I do appreciate your lighting control in here. You've got the windows all blocked out.
Yeah.
And your other light is very close to the scene, so that helps it stay pretty even.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's way too big.
And then your camera stand here is just a little home-built couple bricks on a base plate.
Yeah, broken base plate actually.
There you go. Just because Lego's broken doesn't mean it doesn't have a use.
Even if sometimes I'll purposely break Lego.
Oh. Oh no.
Like, for example, that stick there.
Oh yeah, that's
I
a flex
just-
tube.
Yeah, so.
Up.
Right. And, trying to think what else I've broken.
So how many frames are we into now? 5 or 6?
No, actually, we're only on 4.
Oh, okay.
That's just the way the app works.
Got the little... Yep. Okay, so we'll let you work on this for a little bit, and then maybe animate just a couple seconds of footage. We'll show the time lapse that Josh is working on with the rough cut from this, and then if you want to do any post-production, post effects like that, we'll also show that one. But for now, let's just go and wrap this one up. So thanks a lot, Nathan, for showing us how you do it. Again, NCP Studios is his YouTube channel, and you've got quite a few stop motions up on there already.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a little while.
Almost 40.
40, okay, pretty good. So he's going to finish up this quick little demonstration stop motion, and we'll show you guys how that turns out next to Josh's time lapse. And congratulations, you are our 300th video on our channel. So thanks for watching Brick System Brothers. Do go check out NCP Studios, and we'll see you guys around the channel.
So right now I'm just color grading it.
Okay.
Then some other things I can do. Go to effects. I can go lens flare, so I can do like the sun effect. And I can do this, or this,